Hi, I'm Ben Mankiewicz. Thanks for joining us for another night of 31 Days of Oscar on TCM. Since the 13th of February, all of our movies have been Academy Award winners or nominees. Our theme tonight, Oscar Goes to Court. We have a lineup of films that will take us into the halls of justice. These are all movies set inside a courtroom. A courthouse is actually a safer way to say it regarding our next film. There's only a brief moment in the courtroom. The rest of the movie is set inside a jury room. It's the first feature film from one of the great directors of the modern era, Sidney Lumet, from United Artists in 1957, 12 Angry Men. Lumet earned a Best Director Oscar nomination for his debut. So far, 25 directors have been nominated for their feature film debuts, including Orson Welles for Citizen Kane and Jordan Peele for Get Out. The rarer accomplishment is winning the Academy Award for a debut picture. Only 6 have done that. Delbert Mann for Marty, Jerome Robbins for West Side Story, Robert Redford for Ordinary People, James L. Brooks for Terms of Endearment, Kevin Costner for Dances with Wolves, and most recently Sam Mendes for American Beauty. As for Sidney Lumet's nomination for 12 Angry Men, you will see right away why this was considered one of the best films of 1957. Lumet has an unbroken take, more than 6 minutes long, made up of 18 camera moves at the start of the movie as the jurors enter the jury room. It quickly establishes that what you're about to see is no ordinary courtroom drama. The 12 men are all equal, as jurors are, and the camera never focuses on anyone specifically for long, until Sidney Lumet makes his first cut, and we see that one juror is alone, unlike the others. The story is almost entirely set in that cramped, stiflingly hot jury room. The 12 jurors are arguing about a murder case. We hear the tail end of the judge's instructions to the jury before the camera takes us into that jury room and doesn't leave until the final minute of the picture. Henry Fonda not only leads the cast here, he also served as the film's producer, holding that job for the only time in his career. From 1957, with an Oscar-nominated screenplay by Reginald Rose and a sensational supporting cast, including Lee J. Cobb, E.G. Marshall, Jack Klugman, Marty Balsam, Ed Begley Sr., and Robert Webber. Here's a nominee for Best Picture, 12 Angry Men. As I mentioned before the film, Sidney Lumet earned an Oscar nomination for Best Director for his work on 12 Angry Men, his film debut. However, it was hardly his directorial debut. Lumet had a lot of experience directing for live television. With live TV, you only get one chance to get it right, so everything has to be meticulously planned, from lighting and set designs to the actors' movements and performances, all of which Lumet brought to the table for the film version of 12 Angry Men. There were 3 lighting setups for the movie. In the opening, the lighting was very bright and intense to reinforce the heat of the day inside that cramped jury room. Then, as the tension in the story increased, the lighting started to darken until the climax during the rainstorm, where everything comes to a head. All the while, the camera was moving from high-angle shots in the beginning to eye-level shots during the heart of the deliberations to low-angle shots during the climax. All deliberate decisions Sidney Lumet made with his crew, most notably cinematographer Boris Kaufman. Coming up, another Oscar-nominated legal drama, this one a legal thriller from Billy Wilder taking us into a courtroom in England. Witness for the prosecution is next on TCM.
Next on TCM, Witness for the Prosecution, then Judgment at Nuremberg, and later Adam's Rib. Throw Oscar a bone tonight.